Do you know what this is for? And what is this for? Or this? These equipment are used to create movements in a particular shot. Bearing in mind, in every movement for every shot requires type of shots that videographers need to be aware of. So in this video, let's talk about camera movements and type of shots. Let's go! Now for camera movements, let's put it under two categories. One is for dolly, crane, and track, where the camera is physically moving. The other category is for zoom, tilt, and pan, which the camera remains static. Let's start with forward and backward movements. We've all heard of zooming. It basically means extending your lens from point A to point B without having to move your camera. On the flip side, we have dolly. Dolly requires you to move the camera to your subject, physically bringing it closer. Notice how both shots have the same look, but the technique is different. Next, we focus on the upward and downward motion. There's crane and tilt shot in which the camera moves in relation to the subject. Similar to zoom, tilting is where you move camera upwards or downwards while being static. You're just tilting the camera up to down to focus the subject in your frame. As for crane movement, it's moving upward or downward in a physical motion. This means you have to move your camera using a gimbal or even handheld. Last on this list is movements from left and right. First one is panning. Panning is when you move the camera left and right while being static. This technique can be used to capture the depth of your landscape or the movement of your subject. Its cousin is the tracking shot. Here the camera is moving along with the subject parallelly together in a physical motion. Again, this can be done on a gimbal, handheld, or a dolly. Enough with the camera movements. Now let's talk about the type of shots that you can learn. First up, we have the wide shot. Wide shot is when you capture more of the background while keeping your subject within the background. This is a perfect shot to use when you want to establish your surroundings. Next up is medium shot. Medium shot is from your subject's waist up to his or her head. This one is the most commonly used shot in films. It is not too far and also not too close to the subject. Then we also have medium close up. This shot covers the chest up to the subject's head. This is a perfect shot to use when you want to show more emotions of your subject. And lastly, we have the close-up shot. This shot is where you get as close as possible to the subject or an object. This type of shot is perfect when you want the audience to purely focus on the subject matter. Beware though, some subjects may get a bit uncomfortable with this type of shot. So, make sure you get their permission first.
Here's the key takeaways. You have learned camera movements, a filmmaking technique that describes how a camera moves about to help enhance a story, such as panning, tilting, and more. You also have learned type of shots. A variance of camera angles in filmmaking are used to help enhance the narrative, the theme, and the overall mood of the film, such as close-up shot, medium shot, and full shot.
That's the end of the video. Remember, when you are shooting, always leave a headroom space for the subject. This is to give more balance in your shot composition. And of course, a better viewing for the viewers. I hope you can now shoot videos even more creative as much as you like and become the filmmaker that you always dreamed of. See you in the next video.